an apple. Boom, apple pen. I have a Jeep. I have a hybrid. Boom, Jeep hybrid. Yeah, Jeep hybrids have been around for a while, and they really stink. Now, first of all, they sound great. A Jeep hybrid, you're telling me I can get the off-roading ability of a Jeep with the fuel efficiency of a hybrid? Is it too good to be true? Yes. Now, why are Jeeps so great at off-roading in the first place? I'm sure I don't need to tell you. Big, stubby wheels that actually do stuff. Now, there are plenty of cars, big cars, again, this is a minivan, that have really big wheels, but tiny little ground clearance because most of the wheel is shoved up all the way in that wheel arch and will never see the light of day. Meanwhile, Jeeps, they're out there. The wheels are all the way down. Barely, like, if a single inch is touching, or, like, in the wheel well, that's like, it's not even a Jeep anymore. It's like some sort of weird Renegade or something. Like, their wheels are way down because they're used for off-roading. That's why they are fantastic at off-roading. Hybrids. The typical hybrid system. This is a four-wheel drive hybrid system. You got the engine that'll power the wheels when needed. You got the electric motor that'll power the wheels when needed. You got the battery, which will power both the front and rear electric motor. And the engine just powers the front wheels, right? Sounds fantastic. But that's, if Jeeps are so good at off-roading because of their shape, why are hybrids so good at being fuel efficient? Well, much like Jeeps, hybrids are so good at being fuel efficient because of their shape. They love aerodynamics. The 2010 Toyota Prius has a drag coefficient of 0.25. This coefficient at the time was the lowest of any mass-produced vehicle at the time. And when you compare that aerodynamic figure that can get 60 miles per gallon if you baby it, and have a headwind, to a Jeep, well, it's blatant to see that the Prius has a very nice curvature. One with barely any straight edges. Some people like that, some people hate it. I personally like it. It looks very doughy. That helps it just kind of roll pathetically across any road you're driving on and get you fantastic gas mileage. Meanwhile, the Jeep has a very strong, big, stick, big, thick, and strong, very boxy shape, which means it gets not great drag rating. Not great at all. So the Prius is great at being fuel efficient because it has an ultra fuel efficient hybrid system. And the Jeep, you can obviously see where things start to go wrong when you look at its shape. It's not really built for aerodynamics, but that shouldn't be too bad, right? Well, let's look at the two hybrid systems and compare them. The only real difference between the Toyota Prius hybrid system, in this case we're talking about a two-wheel drive system, versus the four-wheel drive Jeep system, is that, well, the Jeep is four-wheel drive, and also the engine can actually drive the rear wheels. In the Toyota one, it can't. It's just the electric motor dealing with that. So you can see it here. This is how it works. You got your engine, you got your wheels, you got the drive thing, you got the transmission that puts this out to the wheels, and you got where the engine, it kind of goes like this. No, cancel. Okay. It either goes and then back to the rear wheels or to the front wheels. You get kind of how it goes with that little transmission motor thingy in the middle. No, I believe it's right there. Transfer case. Yeah, probably there. So, And then the Toyota Prius hybrid system is just pretty standard. You get your battery and gas tank towards the back. It's kind of interesting how those are both together. No actual connected parts between the two, like the motor cannot drive the rear wheels, and in this case there's no rear wheel engine. And then you got your front engine, and then your front wheels that are driven with the front motor up there. The only thing that's really going is the power seen here and the exhaust, which goes out to the thing. So let's look at the car comparison from a Jeep Wrangler 4xe to a regular Jeep Wrangler. The price can't be that off. Well, you're paying about $4,000 more. That's not the worst. They have the same towing capacity. They have the same cargo capacity. And this one gets 20 to 49 combined MPG. It has 21 to 22 miles of range. That's right, this is a plug-in hybrid. Now when you look at it, it'll be like, oh yeah, it's so cool. You can take the power of a Jeep with you anywhere because of the charging. You can charge it. But not really. If you're going off-roading, realistically. So what is the MPG? 49 miles per gallon. That's what it gets when charged. And you get 21 drivey thingies, 21 miles of driving thingies per 2 hours of charge, which it can only take 2 hours. Versus a regular Jeep, which gets around 19 miles combined. You know, around there. Except the issue is that the 2025 Jeep Wrangler only has a driving range of 21 miles. And if you don't plug it in, it gets the same 20 miles the regular one does. Just a hell of a lot heavier. And that's, if you're exploring out in the woods, are you really going to have time to charge your electric vehicle? So the question on why the Jeep hybrids are bad, are they bad vehicles? Kind of, yes. The Chrysler ones, which of course is the same Stellantis crap, catches on fire. So, I'm not saying they catch on fire. It's not even alleged. I'm not making a statement here. I'm just saying. The Chrysler ones catch on fire and they're very low quality. So have the Jeeps. They don't catch on fire, but I've heard that they're very low quality. And also, you have to charge it for 2 hours, and if you're in the middle of the wilderness or doing off-roading, you're going to use up that 21 miles of range real quick. So that 49 miles per gallon is maybe, you probably get that for maybe 50 miles. If you put it into EV mode, boom, it's gone. Back to your 20. So you get to pay $14,000 more for a car that gets the same gas mileage as a regular car when you don't charge it. And when you do charge it, you get about 50 miles of 49 mpg. So you get 50 miles of 49 miles per gallon, and then the rest is all 20. That's why they're bad. I mean, they're neat cars. They're really neat cars. They're neat. That's what I think about. They're neat. That's just it. They're neat. But in practice, they're not really good. First of all, you have to charge them. They have a small battery and a small gas tank, which means you can only charge them for 2 hours. They'll only take 2 hours to charge. You only get 21 miles of full EV range and about 50 miles combined. And then once you pass that 50 miles, you get the same gas mileage that the regular Jeep does. So 50 miles. So every 50 miles, you have to charge your car, and it uses gas that whole time as well. Unless you put it in EV mode, which you don't use any gas, but then you have to charge it in 2 hours. I mean, but then you have to charge it every 20 minutes of driving. You get my point by the bad? You get it? So that's what this video is about. It sounds like a nice idea, but they're kind of limp. They're fine. And you need to charge them all the time. And if you drive it normally, it's going to suck, because it's going to run out of battery instantly, and then you're just going to be using the engine, and you paid $14,000 to get the same regular Jeep. What Jeep is this? Wrangler. You get the same regular Jeep Wrangler with a smaller fuel tank and some weird battery function. That's why they're bad. That the moral of the story. I'm signing it up for you. So you get why now? Like, yeah, 50 miles per gallon in a Jeep, whoop whoop, but not whoop whoop, because it uses the engine, and you only have 20 real miles of EV range and only about 50 miles of combined. So with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Let me know your opinion of the Jeep in the comments. I like the Jeep Wrangler hybrid. I drove one as a rental car. I was doing a business trip, and so like I said, after that first 50, I got 50 miles out of it when I was driving, except I was driving on the freeway, so maybe that affected it. But then I had to charge it, and it was really annoying. And it had, I think it's 17-gallon fuel tank. 17-gallon fuel tank. 17 gallons. Can you believe that? Here, I'm gonna go on my calculator. My car. What size gas tank does my car have? What size gas tank? I don't even know what size. Okay, go. I don't even know what size gas tank my car has. What size gas tank does a 2015 Prius have? 11.9 gallons. Okay. 11.9 gallons. I get about 50 miles per gallon. So I would get about 595 miles. It says 606 miles right there. No, 606 to 571, depending on what you get. So I get around 600 miles of range. This stupid, idiotic $14,000 more thing gets, let's say it does 50 miles for the whole damn gas tank, which it doesn't. How much of a gas tank does it have? Gas tank, hello? Where is it? Oh. XE. 17 17.2 gallons. So 17.2 times 50. Yeah, 860. But again, the 49 miles doesn't last the entire time. So if you have 17.2 gallon fuel tank and it gets about 20 to be fair, you get about 361 miles of range. So I get 200 more miles of range in my Prius than this guy does. And you pay $14,000 more for it. I believe they have different gas tanks. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Let me check out. Oh yeah, gas only MPG. Jeep Wrangler gas tank size. It has a 21.5 gallon tank. So that one had to have a longer thing. So you get a slightly worse Jeep Wrangler for $14,000 more. So with that, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you want a Jeep, buy a Jeep. You want a hybrid, buy a hybrid. Don't buy pineapple.